Today I'll be talking a little bit, I'll be introducing Clarivate and our association with several of the libraries in India. And I'll be talking about something very interesting on APIs or application programming interfaces that can be merged with several of the databases that we offer to give you a more elevated research experience. So who is Clarivate and what is the Web of Science? Clarivate started its journey back in the 1950s as citation content. When Dr. Eugene Garfield, he decided that by interlinking citations of scientific references, you could come to select conceptually similar articles, and that would give you a much more enriched and relevant literature search experience. Since then, for the past 50 years, Clarivate has been the trusted provider of scientific information and analytical services to institutions all across the world. In fact, today, Web of Science is is synonymous with the quality of data, literature data all over the world, and we provide our services to more than 9,000 institutions globally. Several well-known ranking agencies, they use Web of Science data to understand the research output and impact of organizations. So, what can Web of Science help you do? It can help you make confident, data-driven decisions throughout your research life cycle. So, it helps you plan a strategy for your research. Doing good, solid literature searches helps you get to good novel hypothesis. You can plan a strategy for your research. It helps you to get the most relevant data sets for knowing what is needed for your research. It can help you publish your findings because it gives you, where are other researchers publishing, what are the best journals in the area. You can help it to promote output using our services like Publons. You can assess the results of this particular data, your own research output using benchmarking tools like Insights, etc. So it's connected data and solutions for researchers, librarians, and university leaders. In today's world of information overload, right, what basically Clarivate is doing, not only through Web of Science but through all our different solutions which we call the Research Intelligence Cloud, it basically is giving you very pointed targeted information. It is giving you scholarly references. If you are a molecular biologist or a scientist working in the life sciences area, we give you information about genetics, we give you information about disease pathologies, we give you data analytics and insights, and all of this, in case you would like more, in-depth massaging of the data, we give you specialist consulting too. So what sets Web of Science data apart? Okay, now a lot of this like today's session is for librarians and for researchers. A lot of librarians, that one of the biggest problems today in the Indian research ecosystem is where are your researchers, your patrons, your end users publishing? Are they publishing in low quality journals? Are with the influx, there are several well-known publishing houses, but we know with the boom of the pay to publish model, the open access pay to publish model, several unscrupulous small time publishers have come who are basically manipulating the entire ecosystem. So as a researcher, your end users, they need to be able to rely on the scientific literature that they are looking at. And when they are using Google Scholar or any of the free databases or keyword based databases, the biggest challenge is it is not curated information. How do you know? How does your end user know that the literature they are reading comes from a trusted source? Because that literature is going to be the foundation of their other works. So what sets Web of Science data apart is that we are publisher neutral. You could be a very big publishing behemoth, or you could be a small scholarly society, as long as they pass our robust evaluation and curation process, which is done by a team of experts, in-house editors. Those journals will be there on Web of Science. So we are standing for quality. All the material on Web of Science is curated. We have a huge amount of data. The historical the depth of data is unmatched, with more than 115 years of comprehensive data. The data is complete. We capture, index, and link every piece of metadata for all the items in the Web of Science core collection. And it is the all world's original citation index. So what does the platform give you? It's a first of all, it's a multidisciplinary platform. So today's librarians, today's attendees who are attending, if you might be from the sciences, you could be from the social sciences. Web of Science, the name notwithstanding, is offers a multidisciplinary research experience spanning across disciplines, from the hard sciences to the social sciences to the arts and humanities. We index more than 34,000 plus journals across the platform, and you can talk to any well-known reputed publisher. The fact that their journal makes the Web of Science cut, it is a matter of prestige and pride for every publisher, because a journal, in order to be indexed on Web of Science, requires to be of a certain quality. It's a test of the quality of the journal, and as a result, you all national rankings like NIRF, NAC, the ministries, they all rely on Web of Science data for making research evaluation decisions across the board. So you're looking at more than 2 billion cited references. We have conference proceedings, we have online books, and something which a lot of people do not know about is that this content on Web of Science, though it is a citation indexing and abstracting database, almost to 30% of the content that is indexed on Web of Science, that has been published in the past 10 years, is available free, because we are integrated with an algorithm called the EndNote Click, and that algorithm basically scours the entire internet to look into repositories, etc., to give you full text. So as long as a legitimate full text version of an article is there somewhere on the internet, we will find it and make it available for you as a user. I have already talked about the meticulous data construction. It is updated daily.
Excuse
This
me,
is,
madam. Sorry
yes,
for interruption. We know very well about Web of Science is a very useful database for the research scholars, and we are lagging behind the schedule, and this is the lunchtime over. Could you please cooperate? Please rush through your
yes,
presentation.
yes.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
yes. So when you have APIs, when you have the Web of Science content, what we wanted to talk today a little bit more about is having a application programming interface. So many of the librarians who are subscribed to Web of Science, they do not know a version of an API. So we have different versions of our APIs available. They are typically referred to as web services. Now, these web services are available, some part of it complementarily with Web of Science, that can help you actually run several very important, interesting queries, and that can really help you get more out of the Web of Science data. Okay, so there are different ways that our customers consume our data through the Web of Science. You can use a platform, you can use a product widget. This is where I'm going to talk about the APIs. You can have data dumps and data feeds. So if you are a big library, you would like to have routinely extracted data at regular schedules. For example, you want a data feed for your own institutions, research performance at periodic times. That is absolutely possible. So the raw data, how the API works is APIs are for power users. They give you greater search and analytical autonomy. Web of Science or any other database, it has several analytical features inbuilt into it, but APIs can be used by more savvy users to do a more involved search. So you can have many more queries. One of the things that Web of Science, a limitation is that you cannot extract more than 1,000 records at a time to do an analysis. But if you are doing a bibliometric analysis, let's say I want to know who are the researchers in India who have worked on a particular alloy for the past 5 years. Where are they publishing? How is the citation data looking like? You can use the API because that will help you extract more than as many records as you want to. By the way, a light version of this API is also available. So all of the librarians today who are Web of Science users, please contact us to understand what part of the API service is available complimentarily for you for use. Web of Science API can be used for custom data population. You can populate your own system, your own workflow with accurate data. So for example, if you're maintaining a research information system within your institution, you can do data feeds from Web of Science API for particular researchers, different departments. You can assess the research landscape, scan the horizon. Okay, these are the questions that our API can help you understand. um, can we monitor open access, how much we are doing? Can we assess the research output and performance? All of these bibliometric projects you can do using APIs. Right now, the analytical features on the Web of Science database, they are limited to standard queries. APIs allow you to do more involved queries, and this can really help and enrich your business intelligence systems with trusted data. So that is all from us. In the interest of time, but I think the main takeaway today that I would like to share with all of you is one, if you are a power user of Web of Science and you'd like to do more with the metadata, run more involved and more complex queries, do look at APIs. And secondly, very importantly, a limited version of the API is freely available with the Web of Science Day, subscription that you all have. So please contact us, get in touch with us to see uh, what kind of, API you can have access to freely in order to run more involved queries. Thank you.
Madam, please conclude.
Yes.
Please conclude, madam. Mm,
Yes, I have concluded. Thank you, sir.
mm. Thank you. Thank you very much. You have given a very elaborative discussion on this Web of Science. Clearly, for want of time, we have to cut short it. Anyway, this is very, very useful database for the all the research scholars, and it was originally published by Thomas Rauter. Now it has been moved to Clarivate, and they have explained well about the features of Web of Science.
And
Thank you
sir,
very much, madam.
yes, and so I just want to again reiterate some part of the API, as I said, which is a interface that allows you to do more powerful queries and searching. A limited version of it is available freely for all Web of Science users. So today's attendees who are librarians whose institutions already have a subscription, please get in touch with us to see, how you can use the API that may be available to you freely along with your subscription.
So,